Let me prove to these fanatics now that all of us in the face of this earth are pursuing the same thing. And why do I say we're pursuing the same thing? Don't Ubongo, as far as I'm concerned, this is my mentality. That mentality where you think say you get. Myself, I get them. And my mentality is adequately informed. In the sense that we are all here to die. We are all here to die. Take it or leave it. That is the reality. Whether you like it or not. Have a beautiful family. Have the best of cars. Have the whatever. One thing awaits everybody. Everybody is going to die. Do you get it? Everybody is going to die. But apart from that, have you actually noticed that people that have amassed wealth has amassed a lot of political positions or whatever at the end of the day, when they die, they are not remembered. But the only person that is remembered is he who stood for something. And that is why we are reading in regards the likes of the Madiba, the Mahatma Gandhi, and Malcolm X, and Lee Kuan Yew, and a lot of other people. Why? They were not the wealthiest. They were never the wealthiest. But it's just because of the fact that they stood for a particular thing. And at the end of the day, let's leave judgment to God. If God go judge us by virtue of wealth, I may put billionaires for heaven now. But the last time I checked, I don't think he's going to put billionaires in heaven, because even in the face of the earth, we don't discuss billionaires, we discuss people that have made impact. I'm trying to tell you that your fucking radical ideology that you have, everybody have it. But everybody, they try to contain himself, like as in, just try to create a good memory of people that knows you, that when you are going, at least they have a good memory about you, of how you have helped or whatever. But if this is how you have to create memory of the fact that everybody must be in tune with your monkey god, then I'm telling you, I can be more remembered. Because the last time I checked, I'm telling you sincerely, even if today SK fall, a lot of SKs are going to rise. And let's not forget about the fact that I keep saying that the world has not changed. Since from the inception of the world till the world will come to an end, is always the fight between evil and good. So the fact is, choose your path. If you choose evil path, I choose good path, or according to your definition, you choose the right path or whatever, so be it. Let God be the judge. But at the end of the day, let's put it to test now. What you are pursuing, does it leave an imprinting memory in the minds of people that all you stand for is humanity? Or your stupid monkey god, your animalistic god that cannot fight for himself? That is just it. So, if you are thinking you are talking to a person that have not embraced the reality, you are a joker. You are a motherfucking joker. You don't know me. Allah, if you know me, you won't even waste your time coming to talk about some of this rubbish you have for me. Kano Hisba is at it again. Hisba, Sojang Allah. Abi, Haiking Allah. Well, the fact is, you reap what you sow, as they say, right? As funny as all these things looks, but the fact is, you are definitely going to reap from this. And all these stone-headed human beings that are behind all this, I am telling you, you won't last forever. And let's face it now, between God and man, what kind of religion or morality is this? Is there compulsion in making heaven? Well, the fact is, I want to believe at this point in time, anybody where they can or where no make heaven, make I see waiting cause. Because you must make heaven. You must make heaven by force. That is just it. And you must be moral by force. Abi, I'm going to make a recommendation again. Don't just stop at arresting them or prosecuting them or giving them small punishment. Give them capital punishment because they refuse to fast. And you know, funny enough, you see some, do I say some monkeys coming to defend the actions, while the fact is, those who are actually defending this action, I actually see you as these people are making reference to. The actions in regards doing this madness that these people are doing. And what have you succeeded in doing? You have succeeded in making an aboki. Now, when they talk of aboki in Nigeria now, aboki is a shushena, aboki is an okada rider, aboki is a scavenger. And you have pushed these people to other states. And by the time these people in these other states now say they don't want aboki because they are not living the way they are supposed to, you bunch of hypocrites come up and start shouting, they are pursuing aboki. But the fact is, look at what you're doing in Kano. You're indirectly neglecting other people that equally have the right to live, and you are even crippling your economy. Well, do you even understand economy? And the fact is, funny enough, is with these things that they use to win the heart and minds of these individuals in regards electioneering and campaigning, because they believe they are standing for God. But just like I say, you reap from what you sow. Though the fact is, I'm not even talking whether they should see sense or whatever. What I'm more interested in is in the fact that every other person, go back to your region, go back to your state, strengthen your state, become Odogu, raise people that at the end of the day, when these idiots start reaping from what they sow after having a taste of their medicine, you will have the power politically, financially, to tell these monkeys to go back and face what they have sown. Do you get it? But funny enough, we say we have a country and we have a president. And what is the excuse? The excuse is the state have the right to make laws according to how they feel they can govern their people or whatever. But just like I keep asking, do you force somebody to make heaven? Can you force somebody to make heaven? Or can you? No. Well, the fact is, it's none of my problem. Oh. The fact is, anybody that thinks that Kano is a place for him to be now, that is your own problem. If in the whole of the state, 36 states in Nigeria, you can't find a state to go and invest, you are your own problem. And whatever these people do to you, these monkeys do to you, is entirely your problem. I am telling you, it's entirely your problem, not any other person else's problem. The fact is, prepare yourself for what is coming ahead, because the government is not ready. Well, I just pray and I just wish that we are still looking up to a situation where we will have a government that will change this narrative. And I'm telling you sincerely, till this madness is stopped, it's either you divide this country, or, how do I put it? How do I put it sincerely? Well, don't think that I am angry. I'm happy that you people, because this is a gradual manifestation of Taliban in Nigeria. Right? Gradual manifestation of Taliban in Nigeria. Well, I wish you good luck. If economically or any otherwise it will make you more viable, good luck with that madness. But at the end of the day, thunder fire that idiot that after doing this now, it doesn't translate to progress. You feel that as one Nigeria, you will go to other places and start saying and doing rubbish. Thunder will fire you. And heaven will not forgive any other person that tolerates this kind of individuals that will be born out of this. I am telling you. What religion are you practicing? Even the people that brought this religion, are they doing this? Let's face it. And the status quo is sallallahu alaihi wasallam, abi? If that is the status quo, can you actually... Kai. This evening I'm going to say my mind. I don't care who ox is God. I'm telling you. And sincerely speaking, I'm going to remain unapologetic for what I'm going to say tonight. In short, I'm going to release several videos this night. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be unapologetic about it. And in regards this is what I want to tell you. If you are that kind of a person that believes that Sharia should rule the world, I am telling you, thunder fire you globally. Gusung worker. Thunder fire you globally. Gusung worker. And I'm telling you, till this life will come to an end, I will never see you as a friend. You are an enemy. You are my enemy, and don't see me as your friend in any way. I am telling you, if you are of that kind of concept. And at the end of the day, well, let me just leave it. But all I have to tell you is, if you are that kind of a person that believes that Sharia should govern the world or whatever, is it not funny? Is it not funny how a monkey brings up an ideology that is religiously inclined? One religion out of thousands of religions. And a monkey is trying to tell you that everybody must live according to that dictate. Does it make sense to you? You are a monkey. And you remain an enemy to me and see me as an enemy as well. I just made a video not quite long, congratulating and wishing the Muslim brothers and sisters a happy Ramadan Karim. And this is one of the comments that somebody made in the comment section, as you can see for yourself. So I don't know where this is coming from, but I think there is need for me to actually explain to people who really I am, so that you understand me better. And you will now know that whether you following me, you are following me for the right reason or for the wrong reason. Let me say this clear to you. I'm a strong crusader of extremism and political Sharia as it exists in the North. But I will never be a crusader against Islam in its generality. I will never, because doing so equally makes me nothing but a fanatic. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I am bringing out the excesses that has deprived the North of the peace that I grew up to meet and I used to enjoy. Not generally that Islam, Muslims are the problem and we must wipe them, we must finish them. If you are that type, I want to tell you categorically clear here too, that you are equally a fanatic. The difference between you unaliving people is just the fact that possibly you are scared of carrying arm to go and start your own. Or possibly when adequately motivated, you will want to do that. Right? I want you to know my stand. But being a crusader of all this extremism and all these ills as it affects the North, that doesn't rule out the fact that there are issues that other regions equally have. But I'm more interested in the region that concerns me, that I know that this is the joy, the peace I used to know. And when it's returned, the fact is, let me tell you the truth. Take it or leave it. I can never trade Northern Nigeria for any part of Nigeria, even with the reality on ground. I want you to understand this. But that doesn't mean that I am equally saying that people that are advocating for their own cause should keep quiet, not to do anything. And to some certain extent, I may be perceived as an advocate of Biafra, that I stand, I defend Biafra, I'm sponsored by Biafra. Let me clear that as well. My stance still remains that the government have not been fair to the Biafra land and the Biafran people. Right? And there is need, not just for the government, but for them to equally do something in that regards. Because as it looks in Nigeria today, it looks like it's all man for himself. Fight for your own. Just like you have people fighting for these radicals, not all northerners. So I don't see any reason why the Igbo should not equally fight for their own person, right? That is why I'm a strong advocate of that. I'm just an advocate of justice. And I say my mind as I see it to be fair and sincere. But if you are equally a fanatic, a Christian fanatic or a whatever fanatic that will come up and make this kind of comments, my brother, you don't deserve even to be following me, and you don't even understand me. Let me tell you something. Sincerely speaking, me that you're seeing, I have Muslims in my family, but let me tell you as a matter of fact that if not for the fact that the mosque is structured in such a way that you need to be a Muslim for you to go there, I don't mind going to the mosque to pray and see how things are done. Sincerely speaking. So if you don't have that kind of mindset, we are not on the same page. If you believe your own is, I don't just know how to tell, okay?